It's becoming a tradition for ECU journalism professor Glenn Hubbard.
As a result, there's kind of a steep learning curve for some people, more so for some than others, of course. But it's a class where we go really, really fast.
Soon, his students will be working on their own news stories, but today, one final practice story about their professor.
You know, it might help to just flip that other light switch on.
Hubbard says his classes are off to a better start than this time last year, when a hurricane and technical problems slowed things down.
I'll give you an example. A year ago, at the beginning of the semester, there were some changes just in the computers. The ITCS people had made some changes that they deemed appropriate and necessary.
Journalism student John Jane Doe says this class is different from other college courses.
This class is totally hands-on. I have him right before this class and we sit in a circle and listen most of the time. And we write too, but this is, in my opinion, more fun. I like to video people, I like to talk.
Hubbard says it's rewarding to teach video news to students who are mostly new to it.
Seeing students go from relative novices to really professionals is how I like to think of it. I like to think of my students at the end of this semester as TV news people.
Doe says the experience is tough, but worthwhile.
I'm not, and Final Cut Pro is totally different from Aurora or any other kind of editing. So it's just getting used to that and figuring out, the keys that you need to know and exporting, importing, all that good stuff.
Next week, the students will be pitching their own stories and getting ready to produce award-winning work.
I think this class is really cool. It's also really, it's hard work for me and for the students. There are frustrating moments for me and for the students, but it's a really, let's just say you don't see this kind of blatantly evident learning going on in just any old class,
Dr. Hubbard, he is one of a kind, that's for sure. And he's a great guy. He pushes all of us in probably the best way possible, even though sometimes it's mean sometimes, but he means his best intentions, obviously.
I'm Professor McBald reporting.